Hey guys, welcome to the show. Sorry for my voice. If it doesn't sound the best, I am recovering from COVID. Yeah, yeah. As you can hear, 3.5 years of trying and working hard, and I finally caught it. I think it was on when was it? Last Saturday. Today's Sunday. So last Saturday, I went out and I woke up Monday feeling kind of weird. And I started feeling I'm coming down with a fever. I can feel it in my bones. And on Monday, so hopefully, hello, Brown Betty Abroad. This is my former cohort back in Korea. You're now in California, I think, as I saw on your Facebook. Um, Thank you for joining. I hope you're doing well. Uh, I was just telling a story about how I caught COVID finally. If the video stream is not doing well or the audio is not doing well, just please make a note because for some strange reason, again, my internet is not working today on Sunday of all days. Normally, I'm supposed to get 1,000 megabits per second. I'm getting 100 down and 100 up. So I had some issues with the streaming. So I'm kind of hoping that you guys can see this okay. Um, so on Monday, I woke up kind of okay. By the afternoon, I kind of started feeling, yeah, I can feel it in the back of my head. I can feel a fever coming on. And then Monday night, the fever hit. Monday night, I couldn't sleep because of the fever. Um, Tuesday, all day, I was like, oh, I'm so much in pain. I worked Tuesday, runny nose and a fever. I had no appetite. Wednesday, I was feeling better. The fever was not as bad. I think Tuesday night, Monday night, sorry, Tuesday night was the worst night to sleep. And then Wednesday, I felt a little bit better. But Wednesday, I took the day off work and just slept all day. Wednesday night, I slept okay. Thursday, I woke up with just a head cold and a little bit of a phlegm cough and a sore throat. Like I lost my voice. Thursday and Friday, I lost my voice. Saturday, I woke up 100%. And today, Sunday, I'm okay. I have a little bit of a like a phlegm cough, and I can breathe. I've never lost my appetite or my sense of smell. I purposely ate spicy eggs just to make sure that I was okay. Terry, as usual, thank you so much. Super love to my super member, super chat member. I'm feeling 99%. Today I woke up a little tired, but after this, I'm going to go for a walk and try to get some exercise, try to get going. I took a home test. I haven't taken a PCR test. I took a home test on Tuesday and it was like, do I have COVID? So I took a home test that I brought from Korea and it showed positive. And I was like, damn, darn. And I took another one, it showed positive. So today or tomorrow, I have two more tests. So I'm going to take another one just to make sure I'm not contagious. But I'm only going to go out to the beach here. I'm not going to go to any place, talk to anyone. So I'm going to go and just try to get some blood flowing. So Other than that, everything is okay. Life is good. I'm beginning my wrap up. Today, we're going to talk about, my life in the Philippines, but I'm beginning my wrap up of leaving the Philippines. So, it's going to be uh, the next couple of weeks. I'm down to how many days now before I return to Korea? I think about 28 days, 27 days, 26 days till I return to Korea, and then 41 days before I return to Sri Lanka. I am actually looking forward to going back to Sri Lanka. Did I love my time in the Philippines? 50-50. It can go both ways. Um, it is definitely a place I would like to come back to. It is definitely a place that I will consider retiring to. I have met some great people here, some great foreigners. I just last week I made good friends with a guy that I met on the beach with his dogs. You guys may have seen that video coming up. You'll see a guy playing with his dogs, and I ended up, after a couple of days of seeing him in the same place doing the same thing, we ended up becoming friends and we're hanging out. And he actually moved in next door across the street from me because he was staying in a crap hole. He's been here since February. He's from the States, not military. He's just retired. He retired from his business. Single, no kids, just like me, and we clicked because his style is just like mine, and he's just looking for a place to retire. Unlike me, he has his retirement fund all set up, but we were talking, and he was looking for a place. I showed him my place, but my landlord doesn't allow pets, and he's got two big dogs, but the place across the road did. So we hang out once in a while. We have dinner or whatever and just hang out and talk. But he doesn't drink just like me, so really, really cool guy. Um, I'm hanging out with him. My roommate took off to Bohol for a week. He's leaving the Philippines at this probably the same a few weeks after me, going back to Korea, and then finding another place in the Philippines to check out, probably Bohol as well, um, or Thailand or Guam, or who knows? He hasn't decided. So the other people I met here um, are really nice, different from me. Um, the foreigners here, a little older. I mean, I guess I don't go out as much as I should. And like all of April, I was like not going out. I wasn't feeling it. And then this weekend, I was supposed to go out, but I got sick, right? So next weekend, I'm going to go out for sure. Um, yeah, Terry, we're good. I think I can count him as a good friend. He's a really nice guy. It's a shame I didn't meet him before, but he was living on another island up until a few weeks ago when he moved here. So now he was only going to stay here a short time because he didn't find a good apartment. He was staying in a crappy apartment, and but now that he found a nice place, he's going to stay here till August until he has to go back to the States to wrap up some business and then decide on coming back. So hopefully I'll bump into him again. He's looking to go to Malaysia or Indonesia. Um, hopefully I can meet him in Thailand or back in the Philippines next year. So I think I talked about, you know, fun in the Philippines. I have had a lot of fun. I have met some great people. The locals, I have met some great locals. I have a friend who I hang out with. She's a wonderful lady, um, girl, not lady, and we hang out all the time. She wanted to bring me some soup and ginger tea this week, and I said, no, 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 don't do that because I don't want you to get infected. Even the risk of getting infected, even if we both wear masks or whatever, I said, don't worry about it. I'm okay. So she's every day texting me, did I get enough water? Did I get enough sleep? Do I need medicine? Stuff like that. So very caring people. Not a girlfriend, just a good friend. Um, the food here, I absolutely love. You guys, there's a video that just came out on my YouTube last week about the food. Hopefully, you guys are liking the new edits. Let me double check which video that was. Um, I uploaded a couple of videos, and not all of them, because I do my videos so far in advance, like a couple weeks in advance, that sometimes if I make a change, they're not updated properly. So yeah, I have videos right through to the end of this month completed, but only 2 of the videos were edited with my new editing feature. So which one was it here? Yeah, the video that came on the 17th, which was a apartment video, that one did quite well. And the one that came out on Monday, which was Filipino cooking, that one was edited like that with text and graphics and stuff like that. So I hope you guys like those and enjoy that new style. I'm having kind of a little bit of fun doing that. And I want to give a huge, huge thank you to Alex Bam Bam Jiu Jitsu Passport. Please look him up, subscribe, comment, let him know I sent you. He is a YouTuber like me, based out of Pattaya, Thailand. Really cool guy, does amazing videos. And I followed him from right when he started, like with less than 1,000 subscribers 2 years ago, and now he's got over 10,000. He's doing something right. And I asked him for some advice. I actually met him in Thailand in August, bumping into him randomly, which was the coolest thing. I have a video about it. And I've told this story before 100 times because it is the strangest thing. He was stationed in the Philippines. My friends in Korea, my good friends in Korea, saw that I was coming to the Philippines, to Thailand, and said, "Oh, you should hook up with one of my friends there. He's a really, popular guy, and you can hang around with him. And he's a YouTuber." And I said, is his name Alex? And they're like, "Yeah." I said, "I've been following him for like 2 years." They're like, "Wow." So it turns out that he was stationed here in the Philippines with my friends from Korea when they were stationed here in the Philippines 10, 15 years ago, or whenever they were in the military. So he is 6 degrees of separation, right? So he knows my friends and my friends know him. So it's really unique. And he YouTubed one of his friends who retired in the Philippines, who's one of my good friends from Korea, who got married and had kids and is now living on a farm here in the Philippines. Although I unfortunately will not have the time to go out and meet him. Maybe I will. It's just I only have 3 weekends left, and I'm starting to work on Saturdays now, so it's not going to be possible. My busy time is starting. So, yeah, I mean, I love the Philippines. Unfortunately, because I'm working so much, it's not financially viable for me to be here. So, for example, like in Sri Lanka, the things I can't get: easy beach access. From my house, it's a 10-minute drive. Here, it's a 5-minute walk. Socializing, very easy here. In Sri Lanka, not very easy. They don't have the beach bars or the things like that. I mean, if I wanted to live on the beach and hang out with foreigners, yeah, I could do that, which is probably something I'm going to explore in Sri Lanka, is moving to Negombo and living living in an apartment there, but it's going to have to be exactly like this. It's going to have really nice, you know, windows because I love to have light. It's going to have air conditioning. It's going to have room. It's going to have good internet or fiber internet, and it's going to have generator electricity. Those are the important things that I have to be able to work. And then I can fill my need for socializing and swimming in the ocean every day. So that's something I'm going to explore when I get back to Sri Lanka for the fall. Yeah, probably in the fall. Or probably right away to see what it's like, see what the costs are, because there is the low season and high season there. So what else in the Philippines do I enjoy? I mean, it is really paradise. The cost of living is cheap. But when I look at my needs, and I'm not talking a lot of my videos that I did in the past, people were commenting on, you know, I didn't understand what you were talking about. You didn't make a comparison. The information wasn't concise or clear. And I'm not here as a retirement vlogger. I'm not here as a travel vlogger. I'm not here as a um, advice vlogger. I am telling you how I live, and I'm providing information as to how I am surviving. And I'm not giving advice, I'm giving examples of if you came and did what I did, so you can see. People always say, okay, what does it cost to live there? What can I do? Where can I go? What can I eat? I'm providing that real world examples. You watch my videos on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, you'll see where I go, what I eat, and what I do on a weekly basis, step by step by step. My entertainment, my food consumption, my my costs of living, my health care, all of that stuff. So if you were to come out here and you wanted to know what is life could be like, well, you just have to watch my videos. But I'm not going to give advice on this is what you should do, this is how much it costs, this is a comparison. That's there's a million of vloggers who do that. I'm trying to give real world examples. So hopefully, those of you who are enjoying will understand that. And that comes down to my point now is that I don't think Philippines is the place for me right now as a remote worker. I think I can save more money and do the same thing in Sri Lanka. Definitely. I'm spending about $600-700 a month here. I could spend more if I wanted to. But I could spend $200 to $400 at the top end, $400 a month in Sri Lanka. I could probably get away with $200 a month. And that's because I don't have to pay for rent or a lot of money for food or electricity or things like that. Electricity is very expensive here. This month, it cost me a lot. It cost me $100, $100 just for my electricity. It was $200 for electricity. That's because I'm running the aircon 24 hours a day. It's just that hot. Cannot open the windows. Like outside right now, feels like about 38. And it is sunny today. It was raining and cloudy yesterday. And we're supposed to, there's a hurricane or typhoon off the coast of Papua New Guinea that is heading in our direction. It could hit the Philippines. It could veer north and go towards Taiwan. But it's in the vicinity. So that is, I live on the West Coast. So any storms that hit downgrade by the time they get here. But rain and wind comes. So, when that happens, you're just sitting at home playing video games. So I want to take a moment just to thank. Over the last week, I have, as some of you have noticed, I've started posting shorts on my days off. So Saturdays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, I post shorts. And these shorts have generated huge views, like 1,000, 2,000 views, 700 views, 300 views. Like I normally I'm getting 100 to 200 views on my videos, not a lot. And I thank everyone who is viewing. And I'm curious as to why some videos go viral and some videos, like the video I posted on Saturday, has got 40 views. So I'm kind of curious as to, I got to figure out this algorithm. I got to figure out this search engine optimization. It's interesting. So I want to give a shout out to everyone who joined. I'm going to go over the subscribers who joined in just one moment, but I want to say very big hello to 100% True. I saw your postings last week and your comments, and I want to say thank you very much for joining and subscribing and watching. You are a true supporter. I really appreciate it. Can you remind me where you're watching from? I really appreciate that. So I want to thank the subscribers who have joined over the last week or two, where I have received approximately in the last month over 100 subscribers, new subscribers. And that is huge for me. I'm normally getting one a day, one every 2 days. I got 100 in 28 days, which is phenomenal for me, for my channel. So I'm hoping that this is now going to happen, that over the next year, the channel will grow, and that the family that we have here will grow, and that you will all join me on this adventure. So the way YouTube works is only if you are public will your name show up on my subscriber list. You will show up as a subscriber on the subscriber count, but not your name on the subscriber list unless you're public. So I only have 23 names on my subscriber list for the last 28 days, even though I had over 100 subscribers, new subscribers. 75% of those did not public their information. So I'll start with the oldest one, Greg McGillis. Thank you. Sinhan. Okay, I'm going to assume you're from your picture. I can't tell. Sorry. Link 1111. Stephen P. Thank you. Ron Williams. Appreciate it. David Christie. Thank you very much. LMNO Pia. Thank you. Very interesting name. Alan Turner. Thank you, Alan. Really appreciate it. Hannibal Shaka Niriri. Thank you very much. That's an interesting name. Crizia May Rivera. I'm going to assume that you're from the Philippines because I know someone with that name from the Philippines. Thank you very much. A lot of my viewers are from the Philippines and from America and Canada because I'm posting Filipino content. Redimir Rees, thank you very much. Dorian Deaver, thank you. You did comment. I remember you commenting. Thank you very much. Ramai Kudinga, thank you. King Kong Biggie, there's a nice one. I like that one. Tom Hall, thank you very much. Miles Cobbett, thank you. Punishers, hopefully I'm doing what you like. Kenneth Ross, thank you very much. Love Road Trips. I'm hoping you're enjoying what I'm putting out there. Vittorio Annunziata. Very sorry if I butcher the names. Thank you very much. I'm going to assume you're Italian. Buongiorno and ciao. Mary Chris Briance, thank you very much. Brent Borgensen, a North European name, the way you're spelling it. Thank you very much for joining us if you're from there. And the last one, Marlon Demby. Thank you very much for joining. To my new subscribers who are public, I appreciate that. 100% true. You're from South Africa and teaching English in South Korea. Watch my videos from 3 years ago about the life of a school teacher in Korea, and you will hopefully get a lot of information. How to avoid the pitfalls of working in South Korea, how to pay your taxes, how to take advantage of the medical system that is in South Korea that you're paying for, how to make sure you earn your pension, adhering to the right laws in Korea, just how to make your life as profitable as possible in the short time or long time that you're going to be there. From someone who, as of next week, is 14 years in Korea. But I mean, obviously, I've only been there for 13 and a half. I left a year and a half ago. So good question. 100% true. Well, it's not that I want to. I have no desire for this channel to become Mr. Beast. I have no desire to have 1 million subscribers. My desire is that this channel earn me a few $100s a month in revenue. That's it. Enough to pay my YouTube manager to manage my channel. I pay him $100 a month. And a little bit extra for me to buy some equipment, take some trips, and to fund my YouTube adventures. Not to pay for me to travel to all over the world, but to go to a restaurant, to go to, on a day trip or something like that, to go do something, right? So I'm not looking for a huge amount of money. Now, if the channel gets followers and people like what I'm doing and they support me, which Terry has graciously sponsored me 2 weeks ago. And it showed up. Thank you, Terry. It showed up in my account. Truly appreciate it. That's going to pay for some wireless microphones that I'm buying when I return to Sri Lanka or Korea. So probably in Korea. It's going to pay for those. Thank you very much. And the rest of the money that he donated is I'm going to give to a family in Sri Lanka that's going to supply them with food for over a month. And he didn't sponsor a lot of money. I mean, it was $75 Canadian. Less than half of that is going to be used for the microphones. The other half, probably about 45 Canadian dollars, is going to go towards a family. That's more than enough money to support them with food for a family of 4 for over a month. So thank you, Terry. That's really great. So why do I want a wider audience? It's just, I want to see what can I do with this channel. I see all of these people out there, doing great things. There's one guy I follow. He's a Azerbaijanian or something like that. David Askaba. I can't remember his last name, but he is supporting Sri Lanka by traveling and YouTubing, and he got huge just from that. And he is now doing sponsorship and charities. Like, he's getting money from sponsors and he's using that money to support the charities. That's what I hope to be able to do. I don't want to earn money from this and keep it for myself. I don't need money, right? I just need, I have enough money to pay for my life. If I can retire earlier and stop working and then move my efforts to philanthropy, then that's what I want to do. If you watch my videos, I'm not going to glamorous resorts or doing this. I'm just traveling with my family, what we normally do, and I'm taking you along for the trip. Um, I'm not going to five-star resorts and eating at fancy restaurants or, I'm doing some of the fun things that YouTubers do, like how much, what can I buy with $10? I thought it was an interesting thing to do because people are curious because they don't understand the cost of living. So I was doing things like that. When I do go on vacation, I bring my viewers along because that's what people do. They go on vacation. When I go to the store, when I go to the bank, when I go to McDonald's, when I go to the fish market, here in the Philippines, when I went to the cockfights. I mean, I don't agree with it, but that is something that happens here that people might be interested in. I didn't show any of the violence. I didn't show any of the um, fights. I showed about how the people are enjoying it because it's part of their culture. I'm not here to judge. I don't approve of it. I don't agree with it. I'm never going back. I've been invited, but I won't go. And that's the thing. Here's your statement. A small percentage of YouTubers are able to make a living. What is your living, though? See, that's the point. I've shown that you can live for less. Right now, I can live here in the Philippines for less than $600 a month. How much does my channel have to do to earn $600 a month? Well, I'll be very honest. My channel earns just from ads, without donations, just from ads, probably $100 every 3 months after taxes, because the YouTube USA withdraws 12% tax. So after tax, about $100 US every 3 months. Okay, so that's not a lot of money. It's $1 a day I make approximately. You can't live on $1 a day. So my channel has to grow so if I'm making, let's say, $30 a month, if I have to survive, I have to make, let's say, $600 a month. So my channel has to grow. My math is horrid. So 30 times 10, so 10 times 2. So my channel has to grow 20 times. So I have 2,000 subscribers. I have to jump to 40 or 50,000 subscribers. So by the time I get to 50,000 subscribers, or realistically, probably 100,000 subscribers, is where I could support myself. Okay. To really survive, I guess you're right. 250,000 to 500,000 subscribers. Now, there is a tool that you can use called, what is it called? There is a web tool. Where is it? It's called Social Blade. And you can put in anyone's YouTube channel, and you can see an estimation of what it is that they earn. So according to this Social Blade, let's see if I can share. There you go. So you can see how many uploads, subscribers, how many views, and all this details. My grade Subscriber rank. What do these mean? I don't know. Estimated monthly earnings between 3 and 52. They can't guarantee. This is just their algorithm. You can see how many subscribers, how much I make a year, and then estimations. So it gives all of these interesting details. So you can put anyone's in here. So I should reach my goal of 50,000 viewers in 4 years and get 5 million views. So that's an interesting tool, I guess, to use. So you can put anyone's in there and figure it out. And this is true what you're saying, making interesting content. And that's the thing. I didn't start this channel to make content that people would find interesting. I started this channel to have fun and to promote my club when I was a clubbing guy, and just as a marketing tool. And I didn't know where it was going to go, and it wasn't monetized. Back then, they didn't monetize channels. Sorry, there was no monetization back then. So then when the club closed and COVID started, then I was like, you know what? I have all this free time and I really like what I'm doing, and I want to make a digital diary. So that's where it went to. I'm recording this for myself. I'm not really, excuse me, overly concerned with editing or making, it stunning or anything like that. I am a talker. I can publicly talk very easily. And if you've watched my videos, you'll see that I don't edit a lot. I cut, but I don't edit. So people are always out edit. You have to cut out those, pauses and breaks. And I'm like, no, this is just me talking to you like you would with your friends. I'm not making a commercial or a vlog or anything like that. This is just a conversation between me and you. We're friends hanging out. Your friends don't edit their lives in front of you. So that's what I was trying to do. And then I realized, this channel is getting bigger. There are more people who are following me. And you're right. I need to make content that new people will find interesting and will subscribe. Because those of you who are long-term members, long-term subscribers, are following because you enjoy the content, because you're my friend, or we've developed a connection, or you find something interesting in what I'm doing. So 100% true. You are right. I do need to focus. And over the next couple of months, I'm going to be doing that. I'm learning how to do the editing. So that's going to kick off. During my time transitioning between Philippines, South Korea, and then back to Sri Lanka over the next 45 days, I'm going to develop my editing skills. And then when I return to Sri Lanka, I'm going to focus on content. And hopefully that content will be interesting to the subscribers who have joined me here in the Philippines, and the ones who I kept from South Korea and that I collected from my time in Sri Lanka. And I hope that I will develop a niche of people who are interested in retirement life, how to transition from a full-time corporate job to an online retirement job to full retirement, and will follow along with me on that. Um, it's true, exactly what you're saying. That's why I like your name, 100% true. Everything you say is 100% true. Excuse me for 1 second. Sorry, lots of talking today. My voice is killing me. Anyway, that's a good question. Do you feel you're comfortable with your style of content creation? Does the thought of changing make you feel uncomfortable? Changing the way I develop my content? No. I'm very good at in front of the camera and microphone. I used to be on radio and television when I was younger. I've been in the club business my whole life. I'm in marketing and sales. I'm a salesman. I can talk to people, no problem. I'm very comfortable talking to people. I'm, I don't want to say I'm an extrovert or an introvert, but I really enjoy being by myself. I don't like crowds. When I go to a, but I don't like being alone. When I go to a club or a bar or anywhere, I need to be in the VIP section because I want to be there, but I don't want to be in the crowded area. So, um, because I don't want to get bumped, I don't want to get crowded. It annoys me. So I could never be at a concert in a crowd like that, or in a in a bar. It annoys me. So um, maybe I'm not fully understanding your question. You could elaborate a little bit. I feel comfortable with my style of content creation, which is talking to you. So when you watch my video, it's just me and you. If you look at one of my last videos, which was how to find an apartment, was what was going through my head. Hey guys, look, come and look at this video. Look at this apartment. Look at that apartment. Let's walk around and talk. So it was as if I was talking to you, and I feel very comfortable doing that. I use my YouTube as talking on the radio, where you're just talking to one person. But changing doesn't make me feel uncomfortable. It's just my personality. I'm really lazy. And as I said, I'm not doing this. I'm not big enough yet, I think, to do this for the people. I'm doing this for myself. And if you wish to join me on my adventure, then great. If you don't, then there's a billion other YouTube channels that you could join. I'm doing the live stream, which I don't have to do. I mean, sometimes I'll get no viewers. But the very strange thing is that a lot of my lives get huge follow-up afterwards. And I'm going to take a break right now and say thank you to everyone who watches my live streams after the fact. And I see the numbers, and I see where you're watching from. You're watching from North America. You're watching from Europe. And I truly, truly appreciate that. Yeah, I understand. Okay, I understand 100% true. Yeah, I got it. And that's something that has been commented to me by some of my friends and some of my YouTube friends. And I'm going to make an attempt, an honest attempt in July when I return to Sri Lanka to improve using my editing, using some camera work to improve that, to make it more engaging, to make it more fun, and as well as informative. But for now, I don't have the time or the resources to do that. There's a very sinking feeling that I actually may have to pull back a little bit from 3 videos and a live stream, per week plus, 4 shorts, I'm going to have to reduce that because my busy time is starting. June, July, August is my busy time at work. And one of the things I don't like to do is to have stress. One of the beautiful things about being semi-retired and a remote worker is that, stress is not that big of a deal. But, you know, my job comes first because the more money I can make right now, the more money I can put into savings. So, um, and please don't apologize when you're telling me something constructive. Absolutely, I take constructive criticism as that. It's constructive. You're just trying to help me, and I appreciate it. The reality is that um, I've heard it before. I understand it. I just my personality is I'm I don't want to say stubborn. I'm just set in my ways, and I understand that that's not a good thing. It's just I'm kind of lazy. I need to push myself a little bit. And you are right. And I did enjoy editing. I thought I wouldn't, but the tools I'm using were kind of easy after doing it after a couple times. And I believe that once I start doing it more, that I will become better and faster at it because I'm quite adept at technology. I always have been. So I don't think that that's going to be an issue for me. So I think you will see a nice change moving forward in, I'm going to say by August. By the end of July, those videos will be more engaging, more visually attractive, better edited. I think that the videos that will be posted at the end of July, beginning of August, because that will cycle through my transition from Philippines to Korea to back to Sri Lanka. Because as I do my videos, they're about 2 weeks behind. So I'm going to have a lot of content from my flights, my travel in Korea, and my flights back to Sri Lanka. I have already planned a lot of videos, scripted a lot of videos for those trips because there's a lot of content there that I can create. So those videos are going to, hopefully I will have the time to edit and produce them a little bit better. I'm watching videos. I'm watching YouTube videos on how to be more productive. So 100% true. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have you had a chance to look at some of my older South Korean videos on life as a teacher? Let me know what you think of some of those. I find that even though they're not visually attractive at all, they're crap. They are, in my opinion, 100% informative. And if you follow those, I mean, I was in Korea for 13 years. I learned a lot on how to survive as a teacher in South Korea. So hopefully you enjoyed some of those. What else is going on? Well, not much. Today's Sunday. Like I said, after this, I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm going to I'm going to get something to eat. I'm hungry. And I'm just going to relax this afternoon. It is hot outside. And I'm definitely going to go in the water. Hopefully it's not too choppy or breezy out there. Let me show you this typhoon we have coming. So hopefully this typhoon is not going to cause us too much trouble. Yeah, let's just get that up and running. So anyway, yeah, here we go. So here I am, and if you see right there near Manila, and this storm is coming this way. It is predicted to go this way. It's coming in this direction right now, and it's predicted to go this way. Regardless of where the eye goes, all of this outside area, as you see here, I mean, you see how huge it is. That's still going to hit us, even if it's here, the outside edges, and those are the parts that are the most dangerous because this is whipping around, and this part will come and hit us. Now, I am on the western shore. So as you can see here, there's Manila. I'm here in this sheltered bay. So anything that comes will come this way and hit the mountains that are around me. There's all mountains here. This is, as you can see here, you can see topographically, these are all mountains here. These are all mountains here. Okay. There's mountains here. There's mountains here. There's actually Mount Pinatubo is right here. The one that exploded is right there. And the lava river goes like this. And I'm located here. Actually, right here. Actually, right there in the center of this bay. So any storm that comes is going to have to hit the land. And as it hits the land, it slows down. That's what happens when storms hit South Korea. The storm comes north, and then as it hits the land, it slows down. When it gets to Seoul, there's nothing. So this big storm is coming. So this big storm is coming. Hopefully that doesn't cause any too much problems. Yeah. Okay. Now I remember. Yeah. We talked. Yes. I remember now. And she does. So please contact her on her Pena, can you please give me your contact info where he can get a hold of you? I think she either has her Instagram or her Facebook. I'm not sure if she does YouTube, but I know she has an Instagram or Facebook where she does have her visa consultations. Even though she's not in Korea, she can still provide you that service because it's very easy to do. Getting my F5. Wow. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that in a few. It's not a very long story. So 2007, I got divorced. I was working at Bell Canada. I was not happy with my life. Wasn't happy with my job. I hated it. 2007 was the financial crisis in North America, where the banks all failed, Lehman Brothers and all of that. And I was working in the business, and it's like impossible to sell to people. Nobody's buying anything. No company is buying anything. So I hated my job. So stressful. And sorry, my landlord is just texting me. Yeah, there was a problem with the water this morning, and the internet is not working. So he's just texting me that he sent a message to the internet people. Anyway, So I'm trying to figure out what to do. So I took a package buyout from the company and semi-retired, and I had been divorced now, and I'm just trying to figure out what to do, trying to figure out where I'm going to go next, like what job I'm going to do. And I realized I was happiest when I was outside of Canada. That was one of the things which was a stress on my marriage, was the fact that my ex-wife didn't want to move. She was very close to her family. I wasn't. So I was looking for jobs outside of Canada. And because of the financial crisis, there were few and far between. I did find a couple, and I got very, very close, but the competition was really high. And then I was talking to one of my good friends, a 20-year-long friend, a Korean Canadian who was in Korea, and with her Canadian boyfriend, and said, "You should come here. With your resume, you could get a job like that." But I wasn't sure I wanted to go through the whole process of being like an E2 teacher, going through all of that hassle and rigor. I was like, maybe I'll just go there and see what life is like there. I'm not going to recommend this to anyone, and I don't recommend doing illegal things. But I was coached that I could work under the table very easily without having to go through all the paperwork of working for a sorry, I was told that I could do that very easily. So I wasn't sure I was going to do it, but anyway, I went, I landed. Within the first 2 weeks, I was offered a job, and I was working corporate, and I had enough cash to last me a while, and I just wanted to see what it was like. And if I liked it, then I would, go to Japan and fill out the paperwork and get all of it, everything done and taken care of. But it was just so easy to live there under the table. So I think about 2 years I did that, or a year. Then I was offered a job because of my networking, because I was a party guy. I went out and I met people, and I met Koreans, and those Koreans introduced me to others. And because of my age and my education, I ended up meeting the right Koreans who introduced me to the right Koreans who were looking for somebody to work for their company. And I worked for one of the big airlines. I won't mention which one. And at that time, it was getting ready to be for the Olympics. So they were marketing globally. And because of some failures in marketing in the past, they developed a global team of 6 people from different regions of the world to vet all of their customer-facing material for cultural issues. For example, one cigarette manufacturer marketed a cigarette only in Korea that was African tobacco, and it had a monkey on the front. Obviously, it's not offensive to Koreans, but it is offensive to foreigners who might see that as wrong. So, that's what we were supposed to do. So I worked from home. I would receive documents and things, and the team would write reports on each document or program or video or whatever was coming out. And that's what I did for a few years. Because I was working for them they sponsored my visa. They sponsored me under an E6 visa or E7 or something like that. I can't remember. It was a specialty visa, which meant I can work and stay in Korea under their program. Now, because I was working for them for so long, and because of my visa, I could work at any other company. And because I was there now, we're coming up on 6 years, 5 years I'm there. Again, I had developed relationships with some senior executives at some senior companies. We call them chaebols. So your Samsungs, your LGs, your Hyundai, your Kia, all the big companies. I had developed some serious relationships with some senior people, and one of them actually a CEO. And I had actually met the group CEO of Samsung, the one who passed away, and I had met his son. I've met the CEO of LG. I've met the CEOs of the entertainment companies. I've met them all because of my job. And because of my age and because of my education, they want a senior teacher. So, blah, blah, blah. I end up with an opportunity to apply for an F5. I heard rumors that they were changing the F5 visa. So I thought, heck, I might as well go and try this. At that time, the F5 visa today is impossible to get. You have to have level 5 Korean. You have to study. It's really hard. It takes years to get. But at that time, you only needed level 1 Korean. And I had level 1. No problem, I had level 1. I had level probably 3 at that time. And so I go and I get recommendation letters from all of my senior clients, the CEO of Samsung, the CEO of LG, the heads of 2 of the biggest entertainment companies in Korea. I get recommendation letters from them. I go to immigration, I fill out the paperwork, and then they look at the recommendation letters and they're like, you know this person? They actually asked me, said, you know this person? I go, yes, I've been his teacher for 2 years. And they're like, rubber stamped. It just rubber stamped, So it was very easy for me to get my F5. I don't know if it was easy because I had those recommendation letters or because that was just the process back then. It was very easy. If you had all of the qualifiers, time in Korea, visa, money in the bank, and a reference letter, that's all you need. And level 1 Korean. That's all you needed back then. So, and then you had to stay in Korea with good standing. You had to have money in the bank, pay your taxes, pay your medical insurance, and pay your taxes. And every year you have to go back and show your tax receipt, your medical receipt, like that you paid your bills and that you stayed in Korea and that you have no criminal record. That's it. So that's where I'm going next month, is to do my next one. So hopefully my next one, I'll get a 5-year extension and I won't have to come back. This will be my last one. I have a 2-year one currently. So next one will be 5 years. So Brown Betty, if you have your contact information, can you post that up? Loves watching the skin reviews, and has a good question about the fractional laser procedure cost. I watched that and I'm like, wow, that is interesting. I watched that video. So I'm going to wrap up today. 100% true. I'll send you a private message if she doesn't reply, because I have, yeah, there we go. Thank you. Same name, Brown Betty Abroad on Instagram, and message her there. I love making these connections. There you go. We had fun. We had fun when we were doing, when we did our video just before I left Korea. We had fun on that video. That was a lot of fun. And I'm glad to see you moving on to bigger and better things. So everyone, I really want to thank everyone who joined today and stayed for the whole video. Those of you who are watching after the fact, thank you so much for liking, subscribing, commenting. Please comment down below what you like, what you don't like, what you think you want. 100% true. Really appreciate you taking the time to join us today from South Korea. Terry, always happy to see you. I appreciate the support, the super chat. You get that extra little bit of love, brother. I truly, truly appreciate it. Keep on watching and commenting, letting me know what you want to hear and see. And I hope that you can join me on your retirement very, very soon. Brown Betty Abroad, thank you very much. All my love to you back in the States. Enjoy your time with your family. Thank you, everyone. Hopefully the stream went okay today with the quality. I really want to thank everyone again. And this is Sri Lankan Sammy from Subic Bay in the Philippines signing off and thanking you all.